new perspectives. All things passed away. Stop being in the jacket of yesterday.
Watch Winning Ways with Pastor Matthew Ashimolowo on TVC Entertainment, 2:30 p.m.
Two voices, two views, standing apart.
Or an argument.
A battle to win, to prove, or to conquer.
Both are born from differences. One can open the door to respect.
Sound, are you ready?
And the other close it with fire. Two perspectives, but one big issue.
Are you good?
Yes, I'm good to go. So do we argue to fight or disagree to understand?
3, 2, 1, we are live.
This is the big...
You guys, this was the gist about Ira Star and Rema now.
You day wine. It's all over my FYP, but me I don't know Sha. Cause fake logs yakpa. And if you ask me, it's giving sauce.
Listen, I just checked the new TV Center WhatsApp channel like right now, and they just dropped the update.
Are you for
No, no cap.
I've actually been noticing those guys. They're always on it 100. Like they always post the gist.
It's Friday on Your View. Welcome to the show. I am Miriam Longe, and with me, as usual, are my co-hosts. Hello, Hajia Akashat Nima Zibiri.
Zip, zip.
How are you, darling?
I am Zibiri.
Yes.
Zip, zip girl. Zibiri.
Zips girl.
Zips girl. Zips
Yes,
wife. Zips girl. Good morning. I'm super excited. I'm getting married.
Yes.
I went to Abuja.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And congratulations to my younger brother, Amadou Jamiu, Ibrahim. Let me not put the other name, the title. Congratulations to him. And I'm looking forward to meeting my new sister.
Yes.
So
It's really going to be a wonderful one. Everybody's already there. I'm the late one, arriving late. So. But I'll catch up anytime I catch up.
Yeah, but you're good. It's a big auntie, Lagos auntie.
It's a big auntie, and I don't have new notes. You contribute new notes.
Sort that out before you get there.
I couldn't find my bundle. Though. I usually keep one. I don't have.
Okay.
I don't find it, but we'll show
Moyo in the building. Moyo came to visit us today. How are you, Moyo?
I'm fine. Just a bit tired, but you know, we thank God for today. So yesterday I spent the day with a friend that lost her mom. So when I was ill, she was actually also, she came for surgery, Madam Catherine Okpara, but fortunately, she didn't make it because they had to do the surgery 2 times in the space of 2 weeks.
Oh, I know the woman.
Yeah,
the
in
bed
the
next
space,
to you.
yes,
Oh
in the space of 2 weeks.
So
she had diabetes and everything like that. But we thank God. She was in pain, but we give God all the glory that at least she felt loved in her last moments. Her kids were all around her and doing all their best to, you know. So I was there with the family to pray for her and all that. So
We have so rest in peace. So sorry for the loss. Yes.
Yeah,
Rabatu. Good. What's happening this weekend?
Well, this weekend, of course, that huta kadan relax. Amadi Gia.
Speak English.
Don't forget to
Don't forget.
We're not at Meshai. We're on the show.
Okay, so yesterday I sent my people to go and deliver oil
to
one company like that, you know. And they, as they were carrying the oil, some of them, you know, spilled and they poured. It was a very bad one. I felt very bad, but after a while I sat and I thought about it. I was like, well, thank God it's the oil that spilled. It wasn't like it was an accident or something. So I just said, let me thank God. But at least I was upset, and I said, Kai, there must be a way out of all of these things, this period. I said, maybe I've not prayed enough or something. So I said, let me fast. Let me start fasting so that God can help me, so that this period we go on, you know, we go fine and smoothly. Yeah, so we're looking forward to a wonderful Friday and more sales next week by God's grace.
How
are you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you for the other day. So Ramatu took me alone and only me. First of all, we went window shopping at this new place that had opened, and we spent time looking at all the things that money can buy, but we didn't have the money for just yet. And then we hung out at this place. I really enjoyed myself, but not so much because Nima was not there. So a part of me was not. So even the food that was served, I didn't even eat very well. I just wanted that took pictures. I enjoyed myself.
Now I enjoyed myself. Hold on. Why you came this morning? And I told Nima that we are going to go today. Nima and I said, it's guilty conscience that is disturbing.
But let me just quickly say. So tomorrow I'm going to be reading my book at this book festival. It's called the Kidlit Festival. Wow, it happens every year, and it's amazing. Like children love it, all sorts of games and books and reading and activities. And I'll be there tomorrow, and I hope that you all can make it. Your children would love you for it. No, I have been talking about it. It's on my page. I have posted about it every day up until today.
I'm your bestie. You tell me.
Bestie, I have told you. Anyway, let's go on a short break. When we come back, we'll look at today's paper. Stay with us. I told you.
I don't book flights now.
I know now.
No, you can't make it now.
Your View will be right back.
Thanks for staying with us. And now the newspapers for today, and we're starting with The Nation. Major headline in The Nation: economic climate now right, say Edun Dangote Uzodinma. Arming communities dangerous, Kuka warns. Judge turns down request for Kanu's relocation from Sokoto prison. Appeal court seals order barring VIO from stopping impounding vehicles on highway. Repayment of 185 billion naira gas legacy debt begins. PSC kick starts recruitment of 50,000 policemen. And at the bottom strip, we have President nominates Ibas, Enang, Choma or Hakim Dambazo as ambassadors. What do we have? VIO. So please.
The appeal court yesterday upheld the October 2nd, 2024 judgment of the Federal High Court in Abuja, which bars the Directorate of Road Traffic Services, also known as the VIO, from further stopping, impounding or confiscating vehicles on the road and imposing fines. As we speak right now, cost against the VIO has gone up to 3.5 million naira. The three appeal court justices were unanimous. They awarded the cost of 1 million naira against the VIO for contesting the Federal High Court judgments that had already barred them, and they ruled in favor of the respondents. You know, the Abuja-based activists that are taking them to court, one Marshal Abubakar, you know, he's the one who won this case again and got cost for it. And they also added 2.5 million naira earlier awarded by the Federal High Court against them to this gentleman who brought them to court. So the man is going to get at least 3.5 million from them. Well done to the justice system. And so I think they should now sanitize that business. Their business is to inform, ensure that your papers comply
before you
come in. I have a friend there who does not do like the road VIOs. Always, whenever I have an issue with them, I call him. He will say, no, that's not.
Yeah, information is what
information is what business is.
Moyo?
All right, the one I have here: police snap 5 for alleged fake kidnap news. So the Uyo police in Akwa Ibom State have arrested and commenced prosecution of 5 persons for alleged fabrication and circulation of fake news. The Commissioner of Police, Akwa Ibom Command, CP Mohammed Azara, he said the suspect shared on social media a false kidnap incident involving students of Oron Secondary School in Oron local government of the state at a meeting on Thursday with youth leaders. They said 31 local government of the state. Azara said the suspect actions were reckless, dangerous, capable of inciting panic and undermining public confidence. We will continue to take decisive actions against anyone who spreads misinformation or attempts to destabilize the peace of the state. The CP, however, commended the youth leaders in the state for providing support to his command, saying their responsible conduct, intelligence sharing, and timely intervention have prevented several potential crises and contributed significantly to the command's operational success in 2025. So they said there is zero tolerance for false information.
Okay, so one of the ways to curb out the insecurities in Nigeria, they said they will arm some communities, and somebody is coming out and saying arming communities is quite dangerous. They said the Catholic Bishop of Sokoto, that's Reverend Matthew Hassan Kuka, warned of the dangers of giving arms to communities in bid to battle insecurity. He said there is a growing belief that communities can defend themselves by arming up. But he is saying that, but arms will not solve our problems. They offer a false sense of security. And when peace returns, where will those weapons go to? This was said at a meeting. There was a meeting that they came together with Nuhu Ribadu. They said it was a high-level gathering brought together religious leaders, traditional rulers, security experts, civil society, and policymakers to explore new strategies for stabilizing the northern Nigeria. At the end of the day, they said the national security advisor, that's Nuhu Ribadu, reaffirmed the government's commitment to defeat terrorism and restore order. He also said we will defeat terror, we will restore order, we will not give up, and we will not surrender. So all these are still ongoing, and we'll see how far they can go.
Okay, our next paper is the Daily Sun. Major headline: 2027 were yet to resolve zoning in ADC. This is Peter Obi says coalition unstable. Umahi to contractors, payments coming before December 20, protests needless. Tinubu sends fresh list of 65 ambassadorial nominees for confirmation. Education crisis, Shatima leads nationwide summit on funding reform. Mowa, Edo threatens arrest warrant on Obaseki, others. Pressure mounts on Tinubu to scrap Minister of State for Defense Office. President swears in new Defense Minister Musa. And Senate moves to strengthen oversight of fintech's digital financial platforms. Who would like to go?
Okay, let me do Mowa quickly.
Okay.
So Mowa, the Museum of West African Arts that is situated in Benin, is causing wahala. The House of Assembly of Edo State has said that they are the ones investigating. They said that they can issue a arrest warrant for all the invited parties, including the former governor and other involved parties who were involved in a 3.8 investment, in 3.8 billion naira investment in the state funds in Moa, and also a 28 billion that was invested in a Radisson hotel led by the former governor and his team. Okay. And they are looking into these monies and how it's involved in the museum, and they've invited them. According to the chairman of the committee, he says they cannot deny having been given fair hearing, that they've been invited, and they've also sent letters through their lawyers stating different reasons why they are declining. So they cannot now pretend, if this committee reaches the conclusion that they were not heard. Okay. They've been invited and they need them to come, that they have the powers to find to issue a warrant for their arrest, and then they'll be forcefully brought before the committee. I think when investigations like this are going, if things were done by the book, I don't think there should be any fear. But they are sure there.
Okay, who's next?
Okay, the Police Service Commission, PSC for short, yesterday, they've convened a strategic stakeholder meeting with the Nigerian Police Force, NPF, for short, the Ministry of Public Police Affairs and the Federal Character Commission, FCC, to fine-tune the process for the recruitment of 50,000 police officers into the NPF next year. The meeting, which was held at the PSC headquarters in Abuja, according to a statement by the head of protocol and public affairs in the office of the PSC chairman, Mujoko Kalu, focused on ensuring a seamless, transparent and credible recruitment that upholds the principle of fairness, equity and merit. The PSC chairman, Hashimu Agugu, retired Deputy Inspector General of Police, DIG, who was represented by DIG Dr. Taiwo Lakamu, retired, he stated that the commission commitment to an open and inclusive process that will strengthen the capacity and the diversity of the Nigerian police force. So they're beating their chest that there's going to be seamless recruitments.
Okay, let's go on a short break. When we come back, we'll continue with the papers. Stay with us.
For anyone else. Me, I love them all, and that's on periods.
Like, I just aligned with them like last week, and almost they've been dropping back to back.
Facts. I love how it's straight from the source. No cap, no fake news, just pure entertainment.
I low-key feel like an insider right now.
I know, right?
TVC be cooking.
Real talk. It's like Gist Express, premium gist on cruise mode. Always first, always
Clock it.
Clock it.
You know what, guys? I just joined.
Active.
Jess is right. What you're trying to say to you is, for your premium entertainment content, scan the QR code on your screen right now to join the TVC Entertainment WhatsApp channel.
Now hope
They carry us.
even when wahala they choke, we stand gidigba. Hope they waka with us for downfall.
They gist with us for buka.
No matter the gbege, our spirit in no fit scatter. Hope na that pikin where they read ABCD and still get ogbonge dream for hearts.
Hope now the mama where they fry akara, we see the reason say
Tomorrow go soft for am.
Naija.
Your freedom na promise. Say hope go always come, no matter wetin happen.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to E-Splash. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on Socialville.
When I say, I dare fool.
You already have Destiny Alpha. I know that.
I go shoot out for you.
You already know, guys. E-Splash can be the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going.
It's E-Splash every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TVC Entertainment.
Think fast, play smart, win big. We Cash, the game show where every contestant gets the opportunity to win money. No long waits, no dull moments, just quick questions, quick moves, and free cash. Every second counts, every answer pays, and everyone walks away a winner. Are you fast enough for quick cash? Scan the barcode on your screen and you just might get a chance to take your shot at instant fortune. Quick Cash, showing Mondays and Fridays on TVC Entertainment. keeping hope alive.
We are the drumbeats that refuse to be silent, even when the rhythm falters.
We are the green that refuses to fade.
And the white that dares to shine.
Hope is not a stranger here.
It lives in our markets,
Our music and our streets.
Every dawn in Nigeria is proof that tomorrow is still worth fighting for.
Hope is a child in the classroom, eyes wide, with dreams bigger than walls.
Hope is the farmer planting seeds in faith.
believing in rain and harvest.
Hope is the youth, unafraid to rise, rewriting the story of our tomorrow.
Hope is us, millions of voices
Refusing to give up on the promise of this land.
Nigeria, our independence is not just history.
It is a call to keep believing,
To keep building, to keep hoping.
Every clash of ideas begin the same way. Differences could be a disagreement
Two voices, two views, standing apart.
or an argument.
A battle to win, to
Thank you for staying with us. We're still looking at today's papers, and we're looking at the Vanguard right now. Major headline in the Vanguard: will defeat terror, restore order, peace. Defense Minister, NSA. Appeal court affirms judgment barring VIO from seizing vehicles and imposing fines. We've done that already. President nominates Ibas, Embazel, 63 others as ambassadors. And Indigo, most significant stakeholders in the Nigeria project, says Tinubu. The strip, top strip, banks' insurance contribution to economy falls 15% to 1.5 trillion naira. What do we have here?
Okay, so I have the General Christopher Mustafa has assured Nigerians, has assured Nigerians that he will work and do whatever it takes to ensure that Nigeria is secured, promising that he's promising this within the shortest possible time. Okay. He's saying that Nigeria will see results very, very soon. We hope and pray that this is what we want to hear. We hope and pray that this will happen.
Yeah. So do you think that having a Minister for Defense and a Minister of State for Defense creates, undermines effective command and control, and, can create clash or conflict?
I didn't think that was a problem, but
that was,
I guess the experts would know better.
Yes. So the group started moving for the scrapping of the office of the Minister for Defense, Minister of State for Defense, upon the confirmation of Christopher Musa for Defense. And they said this group, let me quickly get their designation, Patriots for the Advancement of Peace and Social Development, and their executive director, Dr. Sani Shinkafi, is the one pushing for this, that along with some other Nigerians who have also joined, they're insisting that that's the problem. Everybody can say I'm a minister too. Should be all of them at fake meetings. So he was referencing the Minister of State for Defense, Matawale, when he said that not all bandits were criminal statement, that this statement undermines national security, and he wasn't representing his principal. Okay. That's not his principal anyway. They are both agents of the president working for him. So he is of the opinion that only one office is sufficient for
So is it really the matter of office or matter of individuals in the office?
Who is more superior? Who has the last command? Because such is true. Who has last command?
Okay. Yeah. Tinubu needs our prayer to end banditry, says APC chieftain. The All Progressive Congress APC in Ondo State, Olabode Omoyele, has advised Nigerians to pray and support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as his administration intensifies efforts to curb banditry, kidnapping, and other security challenges facing the country. He said President Tinubu had shown commitment through security reform, stressing that the battle against crime requires governmental action and spiritual support. Omoyele spoke at an empowerment organized for the residents of the 13th ward at Okitipupa local government, and he hoped that the insecurity facing the country will soon be a thing of the past following efforts of President Tinubu-led administration to tackle the escalating activities of bandits in the northeast, east, and north central.
Okay.
Prove or to conquer.
Nigerian Tribune, major headline, Ribadu Musa Kuka upbeat about end of terrorism. We've done that. Patient alleges organ harvesting in hospital. Ekiti government begins probe. That's serious. Suspected gunmen kidnap APC chieftain Oriade in Ibadan. Tinubu names Ibas, Lambazel, Sulu Gambari, Enang as ambassadors. Appeal court bars VIOs from impounding vehicles and imposing fines. We've done that as well. Exodus of oil workers looms. Pengasin warns. Atiku falls Tinubu's nomination of former INEC chair for ambassadorial position. What do we have here?
Very sad story of how they remove somebody's kidney. So a young man named Afolayan Joshua Adebayo is accusing the management and health personnel of the the State University, Ekiti State, that's EXUT, of having tampered or removed one of his kidneys. So he had a car accident, according to him, in August this year, and he visited the hospital. He said he was told at the hospital that one of his kidneys was affected after the accident. He said, according to them, multiple scans were run, and one was done even at the University College Hospital in Ibadan, UCH, and they confirmed that his right kidney had been damaged, but the left kidney is still in very good condition. He, however, said shortly after the surgery to remove the damaged kidney, which they said they had to remove to protect his other organs, he said before the surgery, he went to the toilet 5 times to urinate before the surgery. But he said after the surgery, he has not been able to pass urine or feces. And that he said since October, he's been struggling. He said on second thought, he decided to visit another facility for scanning, only to discover that he has been living without a kidney since the operation was done. Apparently,
one kidney was gone.
Without a kidney.
Without kidneys? The two.
Either I don't understand whether it's one that is missing. Maybe they took the one that
kidney.
is good, or without a kidney meant he didn't have. But the government has responded that they heard about it and they're on top of it. They're already investigating this. They've asked the management of the hospital and the University Teaching Hospital to revert within 10 days with, a concrete finding as to what happened to him. But I think he has a strong case. Apart from shouting here, his lawyers should be suing them with medical records.
Yes, so that's something. It needs to be investigated to make sure. A friend of mine recently went to a very, very popular big hospital for pain. He was given medication, the type they use for DNC. Why?
So he confirmed the medication which he has been using. You know that one they use for last DNC after an evacuation, where you start getting feverish. I've used it twice. I've had to do that. And that's the medication they gave my friend. So I told my friend, I said, with this kind of evidence-based litigation is sweet. Just so.
Do we have any more stories in the Tribune?
So I have the exodus of oil workers, looms as the Pengasan. He said Nigeria's premier oil and gas union has warned that without an immediate upward review of workers' salaries to cushion the economic shocks of naira devaluation and soaring inflation, the country may soon confront an exodus of its top-tier workers in the oil and gas sector that they will start leaving. He said this at a meeting in Abuja. That's the staff, the association, that's the Pengasan, the boss of the Pengasan, his name is Comrade Festus. He said the industry is standing dangerously close to a talent hemorrhage that could cripple its operations and competitiveness. He said our skills are unique and required everywhere in the world. He said a drilling engineer in Nigeria is doing the same job as a drilling engineer in the United States or Abu Dhabi. He is saying that that the government should, he's saying that the government should do something about it before. That the government should do something about it, and that he's saying that we are calling on them to do the needful. That's the government, that they should increase their salaries. If not, they're going to start losing them in that industry. I hope that the government will listen.
Okay, ladies, do you have another story in? Okay, that's all. Okay, so that's all we can take from the papers this morning. Let's go on a short break. When we come back, we'll look at our hot topic for today. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back.
Confidence is important in life's little moments. Strong teeth can help, even if they get her into trouble sometimes. A great smile is useful to break the ice, and making friends is easier when you know you have fresh breath. I give my family confidence with Pepsodent Triple.
Both are born from differences. One can open the door to respect.
Sound, are you ready?
And the other close it with fire. Two perspectives, but one big issue.
Are you good?
Yes, I'm good to go. So do we argue to fight or disagree to understand?
3, 2, 1, we are live.
This is the big...
You guys, this was just about Irasta and Rema now.
You day wine. It's all over my FYP, but me, I don't know, Sha. Cause fake blogs yakpa. And if you ask me, he's giving sauce.
Listen, I just checked the new TV Entertainment WhatsApp channel like right now, and they just dropped the update.
Are you for
No, no cap.
I've actually been noticing those guys. They're always on it 100. Like they always post the gist before anyone else. Me, I love them, oh, and that's on period.
Like I just aligned with them like last week, and they've been dropping back to back.
Facts. I love how it's straight from the source. No cap, no fake news, just pure entertainment.
I low-key feel like an insider right now.
I know, right?
TVC be cooking.
Real talk. It's like Gist Express. Premium gist on cruise mode. Always first. Always legend.
Clock it.
Clock it.
You know what, guys? I just joined.
Active.
Jens is right. All you're trying to say to you is, for your premium entertainment content, scan the QR code on your screen right now to join the TVC Entertainment WhatsApp channel.
Now hope
They carry us.
even when wahala they choke, we stand gidigba. Hope they waka with us for downfall.
They gist with us for buka.
No matter the gbege, our spirit e no fit scatter. Hope na that pikin where they read ABCD and still get ogbonge dream for hearts.
Hope na the mama where they fry akara, we see the reason say
tomorrow go soft for am.
Naija.
Your freedom na promise. Say hope go always come, no matter wetin happen.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to E-Splash. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on Socialville.
When I say, I dare fool.
Hey, you already have Destiny Alpha.
I know that.
I go shoot out for you.
You already know, guys. E-Splash can be the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going.
It's E-Splash every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TVC Entertainment.
Think fast, play smart, win big. We Cash, the game show where every contestant gets the opportunity to win money. No long waits, no dull moments. Just quick questions, quick moves, and free cash. Every second counts, every answer pays, and everyone walks away a winner. Are you fast enough for quick cash? Scan the barcode on your screen, and you just might get a chance to take your shot at instant fortune. Quick Cash, showing Mondays and Fridays on TVC Entertainment.
Thank you for staying with us. Billionaire businessman Cosmos Maduka and entrepreneur Mr. Akintayo have set social media ablaze with provocative message to women. Stop trying to train your husbands. They are already formed. Submit to the man you met. That's what they have said. Oh. In the now viral video, they pushed even further, asking why so many women effortlessly revere and submit to their spiritual leaders, calling them daddy with full honor, yet struggle to extend the same respect to their own husbands, the very men they vowed to build and journey through life with. Ladies, this morning we're stepping right into the heat of this debate. Do you agree with these two successful businessmen that grown men are beyond tutelage, fully formed, fixed, untrainable? Does that mean when a husband puts the wrong foot forward, a woman should just simply close her eyes and follow blindly? Why do many women submit completely to their religious leaders but go toe-to-toe with their husbands at home? Are these men speaking hard truth, or is this just outdated, unrealistic advice packaged in patriarchal wrapping? Should they stick to business and leave women-related counsel alone? So what do we think of this? And would like for our viewers to join the conversation as usual on 0201-635-2013 or 0902-416-3440. You can also tweet to us at TVC Connect using the hashtag YourViewTVC and stream with us live on YouTube as well. Ladies, what do you think? First, your initial response. Okay, but before your response, there's a video so that we can get a bit of context of what they were talking about.
Exactly.
You decide to stop training your husband. Is the day you will enjoy your husband.
They train their husband and their mates,
yes,
but they don't train their children.
But they don't train their children. So that energy you want to use to train your husband, put it on your husband is formed. Put that energy on your children and train your children. I see it oftentimes with women. Women find it difficult to just accept that this one is already made. Right? Let me put that energy on, it's a dry fish. Put that energy on the children. Right? But it's something difficult. That's why God said, wife, do what?
Reverence.
Submit to your husband, because he knows by nature the most difficult thing for women to do is submission. It's just not it.
No, to their husband, because you see him as a man. Many ladies submit to pastor, but they don't submit to their husbands. Whatever pastor says, that what that is.
Yes.
But whatever their husband says is
Jide, how are you?
Yeah, because the men like to drink, and then after they submit, they whine from morning till night.
Wow. Interesting conversation, ladies. What do you think? And we're not talking of anyhow men, no. We're talking of the Cosmos Maduka, who is reiterating what Mr. Akintayo is saying. Let's go.
I don't even know what to say. I do not think that men are trainable.
Okay.
Sort of agree with them. But I think that men are, is it impressionable that we use, or you can influence your man? Both of you, for instance, I was 26 when I got married. My husband in his early 30s. We are not the same people. A lot of our values have rubbed off each other. Meaning is that somebody will now see him. Maybe he's not agreeing what he used to agree and say, she's controlling him. Because training is something you use for your children, not a full-formed adult, but that he will not influence who that person turns out to be in his middle age, in his old age. That's a lie, because he's doing the same to you. You know, when I heard this man talking, I see a lot of shaming of women, because when a man says, I trained my wife, it's not an insult. It's when the woman trains the man that is an insult. So training in the meaning of training, that what training means, might be a little demeaning for a man to be used, but or any party in a marriage to be used is demeaning. But both of you must grow together, or you regress together. Choose a side. If two people are going to do life together, which marriage is, better be ready. Are you not influencing your friends? In fact, all of you have influenced me. It's very only when I came here.
Don't show for your face.
I only, it's YK that took me to the club. It's been, you know, a lot of years together. And that's how, imagine marriage that is even much longer. You spend more time. You eat the same things. Until yesterday in my house, my most favorite food has never been cooked. They will not eat it. I just thought yesterday, I miss it. I miss my mom. I felt in that place, and I cooked it. And I watched my son crawl around me. What are you eating? What are you eating? And then she took a spoon, and then he loved it. I said, yes, Stan, you're my son. Because as a child at your age, this was my favorite food.
Okay.
And so marriage made me drop certain things. I love bitter leaf a lot. My husband doesn't like it so much.
So instead of forcing
him, I just adjusted to eating what he can eat. Did he not form me in some way? Of course, he's influenced me in some way.
Okay.
And over time, once in a while, I'm rebellious. I'll be like, I miss it. I do it. He eats it. And so you see financial decisions, you know, business decisions, rubbing off from what your partner would do. And that's marriage. But when you put it like this, almost as if they are rebelling against society. I don't know which one did them all of this, but the women train and they love their
I hear you, but the examples that you give are some things that can be, what if it's a character, I don't want to say flaw, what's the difference in how you see some things, or character, let's say flaw, and you are insisting on wanting to change that person. Maybe that is what they're talking about. There are some things that are more serious than
so
others.
Things that are deal breakers.
We'll look at it. Let me just give Moyo a chance to give us our initial thoughts.
Well, I'm going to say people's behavior is actually, what I use the word influenced or informed by several factors.
Okay.
We can look at it from the spiritual factor, the psychological factor, the economical factor, and all that. Can you really influence a man to change? I don't think you can if he doesn't want to. But I feel you should always still make an effort, because the only constant thing in life is change. And there are times when, in a way, some men or some husband would do something in the negative theme, and sometimes if you don't call them out to say, this thing you did hurt me, or this thing you did is paining me, or, you know, I'm betrayed by it, or whatever, sometimes they might not actually see the in-depth of the actions that they've created. So when they put it this way, it looks like as if they are saying, we are doing Lord over them. No, you must do what I want to. You must do my bidding and all that. I totally disagree with the context of how they placed it. But I feel that a wife should be able to subtly help her husband become a better person if he has some negative traits in him. You can't force an adult to, even me.
Your children
yes, even me, I can't be forced. But when you make me see reason with what you are.
Keeping hope alive.
We are the drumbeats that refuse.
Supposed to be vice versa. That is why you are joined together as one. When you are ordained to be joined together, husband and wife, you are supposed to be one, and you're supposed to be looking out for each other. You are supposed to be me, and I'm supposed to be him. Yes. So if I cannot make him become a better man than I met him, then what's the point? So, okay, because if he has some bad character, I should leave it and say, I should manage life. What about the heavenly race that we are supposed to be helping each other to get into Jannah together? Do you understand? Oh, so he's drinking, he's clubbing, he's coming late in the night, and we're having children that are seeing this trait. And I do not want my children, my boys, to grow up to emulate such character. And I'm not trying to make him understand that. You need to place value on your family. You know your friends, all these your friends that is doing jai with another. So you will not tell me, hey, I'm the man of the house. I'm thinking, really? Let me just stop for Ramatu to talk.
Ramatu, what do you think?
Yeah, so I'm surprised seeing them gisting about this kind of a thing. Look at how serious they are, and even the guy doing his Babariga and still talking and all. So the first thing that came to my mind was the fact that I think to a large extent I agree with them in the sense that after a while, you know, the first time when you get married, before kids start coming, you are his friend, because a woman can assume any role. You'll be his friend, you'll be talking to him, you guys will be playing and all of that. And then once the kids start coming, you won't know when you know when you start, you know, not as you're training your kids, you will not know when you start, you
training your husband.
I don't want to use that word training.
Okay.
But you will not know when you assume that role of a mother to your husband, because as you are married, you can assume any role at any time. It just depends on what is on the table. When it's time for you to be a friend, you can be a friend. When it's time to be a wife, you can be a wife. When it's time to be to be a mother, I think most women can fit into that because they already have kids and they are training their kids, you know, in the right path and all of that. So I think I understand where he's coming from and what he's trying to say. He's just trying to say that we should be, we should try as much as possible to be submissive instead of every time calling out their bad behavior in a way, just the way we call our children's bad behavior. We call them out that same way. And you see, like Islamically, marriage is like it's like your religion. It's part of the woman's will I say her deen. You understand? As in the woman's Jannah is at her husband's feet. So automatically, the way God has even designed it has made the woman to be to already be submissive, because everything you do, there's a reward for it. So you are doing it for your own good, and you're doing it for Jannah and also for your for God. But meanwhile, it's your husband that is enjoying the benefit. You know that just talking to your husband, you get rewards. Just coming, when he comes back from work, you hug him, there are rewards. There's everything, you know. So that way, you find out that somehow they become, you are submissive without even knowing, because you are now saying, oh, let me get my reward, let me do this, let me do that, so that I can gather all my rewards together, and then, you know, so that God can favor me in one way or the other. Meanwhile, it's small ways of being submissive to your husband. So I kind of agree with them partially with what he has said.
I'm very surprised with this agreement that is going across the table.
I do not agree.
But we will come back and look into this deeper. Let's go on a short break. Please stay with us.
Stay to be silent, even when the rhythm falters.
We are the green that refuses to fade.
And the white that dares to shine.
Hope is not a stranger here.
It lives in our markets,
our music, and our streets.
Every dawn in Nigeria is proof that tomorrow is still worth fighting for.
Hope is a child in the classroom, eyes wide, with dreams bigger than walls.
Hope is the farmer planting seeds in faith,
Believing in rain and harvest.
Hope is the youth
Unafraid to rise,
rewriting the story of our tomorrow.
Hope is us, millions of voices refusing to give up on the promise of this land.
Nigeria, our independence is not just history.
It is a call to keep believing,
to keep building, to keep hoping.
Every clash of ideas begin the same way. Differences could be a disagreement,
two voices, two views, standing apart,
or an argument.
A battle to win, to prove, or to conquer.
Both are born from differences. One can open the door to respect.
Sound, are you ready?
And the other close it with fire. Two perspectives, but one big issue.
Are you good?
Yes, I'm good to go. So do we argue?
Thank you for staying with us. So, ladies, I hear what you say, but let's give some examples and then let's see where that falls if it's training. Okay. I know of someone who says when she married her husband, he didn't used to flush after himself. And she trained him, he started flushing after himself. So, is that a bad thing or a good thing? Should she have just continued flushing for him every time? And then I know of someone who says, in fact, I also saw it, I don't know if it was his kid, a video where I know someone who says her husband does not rub cream. So when he goes out, he looks all ashy and gray. And then I saw this video of a woman rubbing cream all over her husband's body. The man, you know, the title of the skit was like, I'm not your child, am I your child? But he appreciated it. So should we not do that? And then there's one I know, polishing of shoes. Some men don't do it, but when they meet their partner, she teaches them how to do that. So those are some things I feel that maybe you can even overlook. But let's talk about the woman that calls me and tells me of her husband that drinks and gets drunk. And it is in his place that, you know, at the end of every year when they have received salary, he spends his time to drink. That's what he does. And she feels that it's affecting their children, but she's not meant to train him. So please explain to me.
She can't train him.
Okay, what can she do?
Training is a long-term thing. But she will communicate with him. You see that word training?
What is
when
training?
When you go into
maybe?
It's like having a dog and taming them. Having, you know,
no, we
it
train
can
our
be
children. Okay.
For your children, you birth them. They'll grow with you through time. But you marry an adult. You first of all marry the package as it is. You take it as you see it. And then you start to influence it. Okay. But if you are not able to influence, it shows that relationship is not mature. That relationship is not working. A mature relationship is you're both open to learning. We used to shout well, but we've changed. That's where I'm from. Because if you shout at me, I will shout back. Since both of us don't want to be shouting, we learned it. Don't shout at me. Okay, don't shout at me. When you talk to me. I used to get heated. My voice would be going up. My husband would say, are you talking to them on the street or you're talking to me? To talk to him, I had to learn, find pillow voice. This voice, does it sound pillow?
It does.
So you learn. You have to learn that. That's the part we are talking about. When I hear these two people, and I wanted to say I have respect for them. But I heard them bully women. So I said badly behaved men. If a man pretended, for instance, to marry a very good girl, you're in that marriage, but now you have to live with him as you see him. Take it as living. So imagine that you have a son and a daughter, and your husband's negative vice is side chicken and, you know, philandering everywhere. You spend a lifetime explaining to your children how to live with a philanderer, as opposed to having the conversation that this is not a good value for our kids. Or you're married to someone whose financial habit is so terrible, it's affecting the family, but live with it, suffer for the rest of the marriage, instead of telling him to be a better person or insisting. You go to a public place, a man is with you, and he gets a rage, maybe in traffic, and it goes through full traffic rage. You are right there. You cannot say, calm down, honey. Okay. You're calm down. Get in the car, talking fast. And then, and you even hear walla. Some will walla. Some will even do it in public in the car just to prove a point. And you live. Are they telling women? Because I'm not saying women are perfect. I know men complain of women trying to make them better persons. Me, I'm a tough case. The man that marry me is trying. But the point we are trying to make is that if you now marry a man that you two are the one trying, live with it too. Don't do anything.
I hear you.
Because when women come out and you see them, they don't live with, you know, their reference to religious leaders. They don't live with their religious leaders. Those people have a personality that they only relate with 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Yes, no.
And they're supposed to be holier and closer to God. And they have married the sinner, you know, and they come to the hoping for an influence that you're even trying to make the man you're with better. I'm not saying that your methods are the best or that your standard is the best.
So I'm happy that you use the word method. I'm trying to think, you know, listen to them again. And maybe what they mean is the method. Maybe they don't mean do not influence, do not try to make each other better, or do not, but using the word train, maybe they mean the method. Because they also mentioned that if it comes to your pastors, you just submit without question. So could it be the method that they're referring to, and not just being patriarchal and being?
No, these ones are not. This one is not method. Rara. Okay. These ones are not method people. So I would start with the fact of saying that there are times when we should admit that we have some certain type of men that they are macho and they like to prove superiority. Okay. They see women as just objects. There was a particular situation where a friend was telling me she was in the bus. Sorry to deviate a little. She was in the bus, and she sat at the front seat. Only for her, somebody wanted to enter in the middle of the driver's seat, and she came down. And the man started shouting on her. You have no respect. I'm the man. I'm supposed to sit at the window. You move inside. How dare you? Do you know who I am? I'm a man. You're a woman. She insulted her. But thank God, she said all the women in the bus rallied around her, came down and said, we will not go if you are going to do this, if you accept it. But you can see that that man already has that mindset of saying, who are you? You are a female. You are a lesser being than
Moya, let me interrupt you and take this call. Modupe from Ado Ekiti. Good morning, Modupe. Oh. Modupe, are you with us? I don't think so. Moya,
so I feel a lot of time we enable these men to have some certain kind of character. I would explain further. When I say enable, you know you are married. You are both coming together from different background and belief, cultural belief and different things, orientation. Then you see your husband not being able to flush. Then you flush for him today. You flush for a full-grown man. Can he try that in the office?
Thank you.
Can he? Can he even try it in his? Can he even try it in his side chick? In front of his side chick? You will see them behaving in short self. They are wife and husband that if not carry, they will cry for side chick. They will sweep the room for side chick. For side chick. So you are not telling me that I should flush my husband's
and live with it.
And live with it instead of correcting him. Instead of okay, if I tell him, what, dearie, I will first of all start with a loving voice now.
Before you go stronger.
Before we go, you understand? Dearie, he do him. I go leave him. Maybe when he poo first time, he will come back again and see the poo there. He will poo on top of the poo and if you continue. Not me, I will come to the office and that's when I will not launch the office own. You understand? But I'm only just saying that I can't be married to someone with bad behavior and I'm supposed to take it hook line for the rest of my life. And that rest of my life by the special grace of God is supposed to be a long time. So maybe 30 years, 40 years, I'm living in misery because I cannot control him. Then what am I also teaching my boys?
So the question is, you saw that person as a non-flushing
I did not see. I married in love. We didn't know. Then I now discover because they say those. Am I supposed to be sleeping in his house now? Am I supposed to be sleeping in his house? When I was dating him, did he show this kind of character? No. So if he did not portray this character, why should he portray it when, so he tricks me, he lied there? That meaning when he did the covenant, he's a deceiver. So why would you not tell me that I cannot tell, I cannot correct, I cannot inspire him to become a better person? Then who am I as a wife? Exactly. Why did he marry me? Then I need to understand.
It's training, and for me...
Did he marry a house gay?
Nima used the word that training is like what you do with a dog. So maybe there's a disrespectful way in which you are speaking to them or trying to correct them.
That's why I said inspire.
But you know, learning happens at every point in time. Learning happens at every point in time, yes. And you know, the truth is that I think what they're trying to say is the approach. A woman should have that wisdom to know when to talk to her husband. Maybe if there's anything he does
let me interrupt. Let's just quickly get Joe, then you give us your full attention. Joe from Ikeja. Good morning, Joe.
Network today.
Network is bad.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think a woman should have the wisdom to know when to, how to, if in case of anything, how to talk to her husband at any particular point in time. Because most times when you decide to correct them, they'll say you are nagging, you are talking to me anyhow. Am I your child? Am I your, they always do that. I know of a friend that her husband, she's the one that foots the bill in the house. She does everything in the house. And then the husband will go out and not come back. He won't come. In fact, on Friday, he will just say bye-bye. It's Sunday in the morning. Then he will come. In fact, he will come that Sunday morning and come and horn in front of the house. They will come, go into the car and go to church from there. And then that's when he will come. After church, they will all come back together and come and stay.
Okay, Joel is back. Okay. Good morning, Joel. Good morning. Oh, I don't think he's here. Oh, fantastic. Good morning, Joe. Welcome to the show.
My name is Joel Aleke calling from Ikeja.
Welcome, Joel. Welcome, Joel.
I'm the first time caller here in this program. I wanted this program for a very long time. I really appreciate all of you people for the good things you are doing.
Thank you.
God bless you all.
Thank you.
The thing about this is that a woman needs to be submissive to her husband, truly, that is true. And a husband also needs to be submissive to his wife at the same time. So that for the peaceful reigning of their home, it's not only man that will be submissive, it's not only woman that will be submissive all the time. A man needs to be submissive, know what your wife likes, and know what your wife does not dislike. A woman can also train his husband. There is nothing bad in it. To train your husband to be good, it's not something bad in it. For a man to train your wife is good. For a wife to train his husband, there is nothing bad there. So it's vice versa in this case for the peaceful reign of the family. That is the contribution. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for your contribution.
Okay, so for me, that word training, let's say let's lovingly try to convince or inspire her. I think that's the right word that we should use.
Can I ask Ramatu a question? So what about if you've tried, like said, lovingly inspiring, but he still adamant and say, I'm the man of the house in this place. Are you the what?
And then you do action now. Will you continue to be loving? Let me give you another gist.
10 years, you are still loving.
There was this woman. She to her husband comes home. You know, he doesn't come home every night. You know, every night he will go out. He won't come back. He will come back around 3 a.m. every night. At some point, anytime he comes back, she will lock the door. He won't have access into the house. Okay. First of all, you know, he has his key. You just open it. She went change the locks. Okay. Anytime he comes, he won't have access to it. Now, will you now say that one is trained? After a while, he has to stop because anytime he comes to enter the house, there's no entrance. So he will go back. She'll tell him, go back to where you're coming from. He will go back and then come back in the morning looking all, you know, looking haggard and all of that. So he had to stop. So you see, she had to put in that method just to help him, just to get him to the right track. So since then, he doesn't come back around 3 a.m. If he goes out, by 10, he's home.
But because he knows that after that 10, this man also said that you find it easier to submit to a man of God than to give them that sort of submission.
A man of God.
He also said that, okay, in the Bible it says wives should submit to their husbands, and that the reason God put it in there is because he knows it's one of the hardest things for women to do, to submit to their husbands. So what do we think about that? Because for me, it also comes from a place of pain. I want us to see where their pain is. You know, we're looking at this conversation only like bullying, but it seemed like it hurts them. Especially, did you see Mr. Maduka? Do you see how animated he was?
No. You know, when you think you hit a very juicy point, you start to enjoy it. I think Mr. Maduka has a very beautiful marriage, and that woman trainer. I say it with my full chest. Yes. That woman, he wrote his biography. Okay. He knew he married. He talked about. Go on.
Yeah, let's go on a short break. When we come back, we'll look at this further. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Germs always find a way back.
So disinfect your living room every day with Hypo.
Hypo, go Hypo. Protect your home every day with Hypo.
No breathe. Protect every day with Hypo.
Hypo, go
Hypo. To fight or disagree to understand.
3, 2, 1, we are live.
This is the big...
You guys, this was the gist about Ira Star and Rema now.
You day wine. It's all over my FYP, but me I don't know, Sha. Cause fake logs yakpa. And if you ask me, it's giving sauce.
Listen, I just checked the new TVcentertainment WhatsApp channel like right now, and they just dropped the update.
Are you for
real? No cap.
I've actually been noticing those guys. They're always on it 100. Like they always post the gist before anyone else. Me, I love them, oh, and that's on periods.
Like I just aligned with them like last week, and almost they've been dropping back to back.
Facts. I love how it's straight from the source. No cap, no fake news, just pure entertainment.
I low-key feel like an insider right now.
I know, right?
TVC be cooking.
Real talk. It's like Gist Express. Premium gist on cruise mode. Always first. Always
Clock it.
Clock it.
You know what, guys? I just joined.
Active. Jess is right. What you're trying to say to you is, for your premium entertainment content, scan the QR code on your screen right now to join the TVC Entertainment WhatsApp channel.
Now hope
They carry us.
even when wahala they choke, we stand gidigba. Hope they waka with us for downfall.
They gist with us for buka.
No matter the big.
Thank you for staying.
I was saying that, you know, it could cost us Maduka's marriage. Said nobody trained him. You should not. You should keep quiet. They trained him. That woman trained him. He wrote his biography. Talked about how he met her. That woman trained her. Forget it. But you know, when men like, it's almost like a baby saloon gist, baby parlor gist, where they want to train their, they don't forget to train their maid and their children, and they want to train their husbands. Kind of rebellion, kind of talk. So this is patriarchy in every word of it. Women would influence their husbands. Teach their husband is what I wanted to use.
Okay.
Just as men would teach women how, and you know, positively, it will mean something good. You know, you marry the individual, you're maybe 22, 23, like he's in his own case, he married very early, you know, and you look at him now, successful businessman, the woman is fully involved in his business, and all of that, you want to give the credit out. Who trained you? Somebody trained you.
But speak to what they said about that immediate and
so I wanted to talk about
undiluted respect for men of God.
For men of God. So just as I said, the relationships are not the same. They are not comparable. The man of God did not promise to love me for the rest of my life. He did not make any bedroom promises to me. Nobody. He promised to be a man of God. He comes out and reads a holy book, and that's where the relationship external is outside. I only go for him when I need to be close to God. I need God to answer my prayers of all my husband. This man, I've been talking to God, help me to change him. That's when I go to him. And so the reverence is two separate things. I don't support, you know, total reverence and abuse of, you know, an external party like a religious father as over husbands. But if the religious father is not in your immediate place, he's not even provoking anything, he's not the one that didn't flush toilet or will not press toothpaste properly, or the one who will sit on his phone while you finish cooking a full weekend's meal, sleeping, carrying his plate for him. How many problems will you have with that person? It's an escape from all your problems now. A few hours a day, finally daddy, and all of that. So it's an escape from all. So that I don't like to hear that comparison. Imagine, in my own family, growing up, I didn't have any imam I revered. Why? My father was the imam. He led his family. Abi? Yes. Moyo and myself, we spent a few. In my house, we read the books every morning. If we don't have the time during the week, my father would do the talim for us on Sundays. So which religious leader would I revere so much above my family?
Yeah.
So if I have a husband who feels that capacity, like I want to fast and I need a partner, it's my dad that would have called. Oh, there's this fast, there's a white days fast, there's a 3 days. Oh, go ahead, we're doing it together. If I had one religious leader somewhere doing it for me now, I said, there will be a problem for Zibo. Because that's how I grew up. You know, so you must lead your family. If you fail in leadership, your wife will look to a religious leader. Whenever your wife is looking too much to a religious leader, ask yourself, are you feeling your leadership?
Nima, you know, when you just said this, something I just had an aha moment. That what a woman's relationship with her man of God is akin to a man's relationship with his side chick. You think? Because it's usually because there's an issue in the marriage that they find escape. But the woman finds a man of God, the man finds his side chick. We can look at that later.
Not exactly. Don't start this topic. So I want to say, like, these men, they are justifying bad behavior. Now, you are saying that a woman cannot influence a man's behavior because it's already formed. Now, they even quote the Bible.
Yes.
So let me help them to quote it very well. Now they said wife should submit to their husband, right? It's good. But they also said the husband should love the wife as Christ loves the church. Does this example of this kind of people, this kind of men, are they loving their wife the way Christ loves the church? Are they loving their wife like Christ would have loved them? So I should love a husband that is acting like Lucifer. Yes, let me say it now. Because if you are stressing, what is a marriage? Marriage is intentionality between two people. You are both intentional to love each other. Marriage is not to be managed. It's meant to be loved and cherished.
Happily ever after.
Exactly. A man that spends time outside with his friends or church or whatever, not setting good example
for the children.
For heaven's sake, you are bringing children into this life that God has placed in you to give them proper upbringing, to give them godly upbringing. Then you decided that no, you fail your father's role, your fatherly role. You want to be sure. You think that same woman cannot also do the same thing? So if you have a pious woman, a good woman, is that how to treat her? Then you now expect that a woman, you make a woman become who she is. If a man sow good seed in his wife's heart, she will multiply and give him love. If a man sow sperm inside a woman, she will multiply and give him children. But you now do whatever you like. You now say, shut up your mouth, I'm the man of the house. So your wife should enable your behavior. Doesn't she have feelings? Then before you know anything, you push her away. Nimat is even being, she's even being diplomatic, saying that religious leader. The man will find a woman, we find our own ex to you think now only you get side chick. A woman too will find a bubble and say, okay, this man is showing me love. You now expose her to external people because they are men and devil knows how he's working. Devil knows. As they do the man, devil will tell the woman, see your husband, you safe now. See that man say better pass your husband. He doesn't listen to you. This one self will even give you money. Doesn't he will take you out. You say now you come this life cause of her. Devil will try playing it to you. So if a woman is saying no, this is the kind of family we should have, a God-fearing family where our children is seeing love. They're seeing their father go out, come home. Even if he wants to go out, it's like occasionally one major event, another. Then you are bringing up good men in the society.
So Ramatu, fantastic. But Ramatu, they say a man is already fully formed. They're trying to say he's an adult already. So there are some things you cannot teach an old. They say you cannot teach an old dog new tricks. How does that play? Knowing that, okay, this is a fully grown man. He has been influenced all his life by whatever it is. This is now a full-grown man. He has made the decision to even to get married. So he must have some sense and common sense. Why would you now appear from nowhere and decide that you want to train this person? It's a man fully formed by the time he meets you as an adult.
That's, this thing is a society that is pushing all these narratives to men. That's why most men, even when they see that, they see a need for them to change, they will not want to change because they will still want to carry that that ego and say, yes, I am the man of the house. It must be whatever I say in the house that must happen and all. So, but you see, the truth here is this. I am on the men's side today. The truth here is that most of the time when our men, when they do something wrong, the way we approach them, the way we talk to them, the way we, the way we make them feel after doing, let's say, let me call it, will I call it a mistake or they misbehave?
How about after the fifth time?
They said, no, they say we should approach it with silence. There's a way you do it. You don't have to say it all the time. Just say it once and just keep quiet and just be watching him. They say his conscience will disturb him. After a while, he will decide to change. He will try to change. He will try to change. So keep, use all the methods, but quietly, not with fight, not with, just like this one said, training. Just try as much as possible with silence and quietness and everything.
This reminds me of something I saw. This married couple, her husband gets drunk all the time. So she and her brothers and family members, they decided to do something. He got drunk, got home. Then they all wore white, turned on candles, stood around him. But when he opened his eyes, they were like, welcome to the gates of heaven. And he thought he had died, and he was screaming and shouting. Is that not a form of training? So let's say this man gets up now and realizes that it was a prank. The story at the end of that particular story is that he changed his ways. He never ever decided. So yes.
So
would you say don't train that person?
One of my father's cousins used to be a really bad habit drunk. Every salary day he goes to the club and he comes home broke. Bills were piling. The woman will come to my mom crying. And my mom, being a very city girl that she was, told her a trick.
Okay.
And the trick worked, let me tell you. So the woman would come, my mom said, I've calculated, this is the day they get paid. I've calculated it because this is the day they get, my husband gets paid. Since they are both in the civil service, most likely this is the day they get paid. So you do this, whenever he's drunk, he comes back home. Whatever is left in his pocket, clear it. And it will help you buffer the month. So the woman started to do it. Truly, when he comes back, he will think that he exhausted it at the club. He actually saved some, but the woman will take it exhausted. He will now wake up and now start thinking, you know, by himself, this drinking habit is costing me.
Yeah.
He came to my dad to gist my dad. My mom heard the gist and told the wife that, don't worry.
He's working.
He's working. Continue it. If you fail, I go vex. They maintain them, they drive back to back. They did it for almost a year. He gave up drinking himself. That's one. Another one was a lady's video I saw online yesterday, thanking God, thanking her mother-in-law for having trained her husband.
Okay.
They ended up with Jackpot in the UK. She got pregnant. It was a trying pregnancy. Labor was even more trying. She didn't have to, because they didn't give visa to her mom for Mugo. She didn't have to call her mother because she had a very well-trained man by his mom to depend on.
Yeah.
She said he did everything, including cooking. Even when she went back relapsing to hospital, she showed pictures, everything. She had a good man to depend on. Men like women they can depend on.
Yeah.
So it's not bad for women to want men. Yeah. They can depend on.
Yeah. Wow. So ladies, you know, we have to go on a break, but like last words, what do we have any messages on our
Thank you.
Let's read a couple before we go.
Take them.
This person say, Brick House Capital say, women make me laugh. Which of your husband have managed to train you? Even if he corrects some of you, you label him as toxic. I beg make una rest though. And the same Brick House, the same Brick House said, I have trauma
from the training.
No, from my own viewpoint. Okay. I don't have trauma, but I will not just tolerate abuse you understand. I have a standard in my own marriage, so I hear. So we both love each other. Thank you very much. And this person here, Mr. 9322 said, my husband should be better not behave like my son, because if he does, he might just get treated as such. He's allowed to make mistakes as adult, but not misbehave like a child. Sorry, I can't deal. Bam. That is clock it. And okay,
so Brick House Capital said, women make me laugh. Which of your husbands have managed to train you? Even if he corrects some of you, you label him as toxic.
Oh, I've read that.
Make you
read another one.
Okay.
Aderonke said, Obat said, if they say we should not train them, can we then guide them and encourage them to be at their best self, especially if they are in a rut, by creating a safe, accepting space for personal evolution?
I think that's a good way to end this segment. So stay with us. Let's go on a short break. We'll be right back for our Let's Talk.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back.
Our spirit in no scatter. Hope. Now that pikin where they read ABCD and still get ogbonge dream for hearts.
Hope. Now the mama where they fry akara, we see the reason say
tomorrow go soft for her. Naija, your freedom na promise. Say hope go always come, no matter wetin happen.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to E-Splash. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on Socialville.
When I say, I dare fool.
You already have Destiny Alpha.
I know that.
They will not rest.
I go shook out for you.
You already know, guys. E-Splash can be the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going.
It's E-Splash every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TVC Entertainment.
Think fast, play smart, win big, we cash. The game show where every contestant gets the opportunity to win money. No long waits, no dull moments. Just quick questions, quick moves, and free cash. Every second counts, every answer pays, and everyone walks away a winner. Are you fast enough for quick cash? Scan the barcode on your screen, and you just might get a chance to take your shot at instant fortune. Quick Cash, showing Mondays and Fridays on TVC Entertainment.
Keeping hope alive. We are the drumbeats that refuse to be silenced, even when the rhythm falters.
We are the green that refuses to fade.
And the white that dares to shine.
Hope is not a stranger here.
It lives in our markets,
Our music, and our streets.
Every dawn in Nigeria is proof that tomorrow is still worth fighting for.
Hope is a child in the classroom, eyes wide, with dreams bigger than walls.
Hope is the farmer planting seeds in faith, believing in rain and harvest.
Hope is the youth unafraid to rise, rewriting the story of our tomorrow.
Hope is us, millions of voices refusing to give up on the promise of this land.
Nigeria, our independence is not just history.
It is a call to keep believing,
To keep building, to keep hoping.
Every clash of ideas begin the same way. Differences could be a disagreement
Two voices, two views, standing apart.
or an argument.
A battle to win, to prove, or to conquer.
Both are born from differences. One can open the door to respect,
Sound, are you ready?
and the other close it with fire. Two perspectives, but one big issue.
Are you good?
Yes, I'm good to go. So do we argue to fight or disagree to understand?
3, 2, 1, we are live.
This is the big...
Thank you for staying with us. Joining us today is Honorable Daniel Bola, Special Advisor to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on policy communication. He will speak directly on the state of the nation, giving special attention to security challenges, the economy, and the key issues shaping the lives of Nigerians today. Stay with us as we unpack the realities, clarify policies, and get straight answers on the matters that concern every citizen. Welcome to the show, Honorable Bola.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Good morning.
Good morning. Let's also ask our viewers to join the conversation on 0902-416-3440. And, you can send us a tweet on your view using the hashtag YourView on TVC. Honorable, the last time you were on the show, right, you were on Zoom, actually. And you had told us you were traveling to the United States of America. We had just been designated country of particular concern, and you were going to go and have some conversations. Is there any feedback from those conversations that you've had? Because we can give you feedback since that designation happened. But could you give us feedback on the conversations you had?
Well, my journey that time was not a diplomatic trip. I wasn't traveling to engage with the government of the United States. I was on a journey to engage with the global media. As at that time, there was this impression or perception, just as was pushed by those who had the agenda, that the killings taking place in Nigeria was a genocide, meaning that the state is involved in the killing of a particular people because of their religion. We knew that what was happening was the continuation of the terrorism activities in Nigeria, which started as far back as 2009, that at that time was targeting Christians because they were burning churches and killing pastors. They wanted the Christians to react against the Muslims, and then we have a religious crisis. By 2012 and 13, it wasn't working. They escalated it to everybody. I come from Borno State. I know the mosques that were burned. I know the imams that were killed. The same thing as the pastors. Then you spread it around Nigeria. We also know that wherever a crisis situation occurs, the dominant people, whether by tribe or religion, become the casualty. They are more of the casualty.
Mm-hmm.
So these people who are saying Christian genocide mirror the crisis in Nigeria only to Benue and Plateau. So if you are talking only about Benue and Plateau, because majority of the people in these places are Christians, it is very easy for those who had the agenda to say it's a Christian genocide. They forgot that before the Benue and Plateau, we have thousands and thousands of people that were killed in Maiduguri, in Yobe, in Adamawa. And then by the time the crisis moved to Northwest, we have it in Zamfara, in Kebbi, in Katsina. Then the same Nigeria in the Southeast, the same Christians called IPOB, ESM, were killing pastors, priests, and people and citizens of those states. They were even cutting the heads of women. So we knew that it's a crisis situation that has no religious coloration.
Okay.
But because over the years, we have allowed the West to tell our story. Anything happens in Nigeria and you see CNN or anybody wants to analyze, they will say our correspondent is, then they will call a white man somewhere in London to analyze what's happening in Nigeria. At other times, they will call a black man in Nigeria who is a correspondent for the organization there, and he will give the same story that they want to project to their people. So the president decided, let us tell our own stories.
Yeah.
So I then travel and then engage with the global media. You asked of the outcome.
Yes.
The outcome is that even before I return, all of the media houses, with the exception of Fox News, agreed with us that there is crisis in Nigeria, but it is not a religious-based crisis. So we now have succeeded in bringing the global media with us. The next phase of our campaign is to reach out to what we call the MAGA media, which consists largely not of legacy, because the only legacy MAGA media is Fox and other state local TV.
Okay.
But it's usually the online platforms they call the podcast, or prominent people like Steve Bannon, Joe Rogan, Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens. There is even Nick Fuentes lately, before he started having problems with the
Were you
president.
able to meet with Joe Rogan?
So that's the next journey.
Okay.
But the first one, we wanted to have a global consensus. Now then talking to the people he listened to. But whether we go or not, we have achieved what took us there, because shortly after that, the government of the United States became interested in knowing what is it that we want in order to fight this insecurity. You know, the National Security Advisor traveled with the delegation, and he met with the Secretary of War and other diplomats there. So we have been able to successfully agree to disagree that there is a crisis and that we need A, B, and C in order to deal with it. In the same way, they too, over the years, have been asking for our assistance. For example, in anti-corruption, we have assisted tremendously the government of the United States and United Kingdom through our financial crimes agencies in exposing Yahoo people, repatriating the funds to America, to England, and all of that. So it's a shared vision where each country help each other in the areas that the countries need the help. So far, so good.
Okay, ladies.
Okay, so I hear a lot of the things that you have said, combating the misconception outside the country. But I sat on this seat and said that, this was a Nigerian issue and not one religious issue, and even compared some of these foreign countries across religion and try to dissuade the public from depending from outside or external help. And I got a lot of backlash. I couldn't read comments and got calls. And a lot of Nigerians think, no, you must first explore this genocidal narrative that they've stated. People do not agree. What are you doing locally to convince Nigerians who do not have access to media, who rely on some bloggers for information, the real situation? Most of us, most Nigerians and of youthful age, do not know this narrative, what you know. They don't have access to it, and we've been trained to not love our leaders. And so when a leader says that's not the problem, we say, no, did they kill your family member? You, for instance, will have your DSS official escorting you, so, or VVIP escorting you. So what is exactly the Nigerian narrative? What is the position of government for Nigerians on this?
So, and thank you for that point. You know, this journey we started actually with the Nigerian communities before we went abroad. For about a month, me and some of the members of my team, quite a number of them are here today, we were engaging with religious leaders. I'm sure you may have either covered or heard in the news how we met with the various religious leaders like Christian Association of Nigeria, Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria.
Did you meet with the
Conference
Reverend Father who joined Congress on Zoom?
Who joined Congress?
Yes, the cleric.
Okay, no, we have not. So we didn't.
Because he has a very strong claim and he insists he has evidence on that.
Yes, you see, let me be very honest with you. We as a country, we don't believe as a policy of glorifying people who feed off of fake news. Otherwise, you multiply fake news merchants across the country. All he needed to do was to say there is killing in his community, which we agree. Government has never doubted. President has gone to Benue. President appeared in Benue, charged the military in open glare, and gave them deadline. Few days after that, they arrested a lot of people. Guess what? They paraded the people arrested. Christians were there, not less than 5. So if his point that it is a genocidal effect, how is it that Christians are there? It's criminal elements in every part of Nigeria perpetuating this. That's one. 2, we engage association to which these individuals are members. And I can tell you that even as at that time, and I think we still is the situation here, we disagree with CAN, we disagree with PFN because they believe genocide, we believe not genocide. But that is no longer the issue. If I must be frank with you, when we engage with Nigerians now, calling genocide now is an old news. Their point is, what is government doing to deal with the problem? Yeah. And that's all we want. Okay. Because those who say it is Christian genocide and the rest have one agenda, only one, to set people against each other. So the foreign interests will feed off of that.
Okay, so I'm sorry and I'm curious to ask this question. I don't want to bring us backwards, but I realized that I really want to know what was the plan to tackle insecurity. We always wait for something to happen before we become proactive. Look at just because of what Trump just said, we are now going up and down trying to make sure that we're now trying to fix the insecurity issues in Nigeria with serious, we're head on it. Before, what was the plan? Because this insecurity has been there a long time ago. So what was the plan initially before he mentioned anything?
Good point. But it is disingenuous to say it is after Trump outburst that Nigeria started moving up and down. When we arrested the leaders of Ansaru terrorist organization, Trump has not woken up from sleep. When we decimated bandits, and the Nigerian defense headquarters have been showing that, Trump had not said anything. In fact, their embassy was praising Nigeria. Some of the members of the Ansaru terrorist organization are in the U.S. watching. They didn't catch them. We caught them. I'm just saying. And then, but before then, before the president assumed that office, if you remember in the weeks leading to the election, these bandits and terrorists, they are closing into Abuja. They are kidnapping people in Abuja, kill soldiers in Buhari. In fact, one day, they audaciously said they were going to come to Villa and carry Buhari. When we came, all of that stopped. In fact, let me put this to you. For the past 2 years, the allegation against government was economy. As soon as they saw that they failed in that agenda, why did I say they failed? They thought we were going to see the worst of economy. Our foreign reserve increased. Our dependency on importation went down. Our export capacity increased. We stabilized the naira. You have been seeing the inflation rate. You see the GDP. When they saw that everything is going forward, they say switch to security. You see, whenever politics is mixed with reality, it becomes hydra-headed and difficult. Okay. So before Trump talked, we have been dealing with insecurity. It is not something you finish tomorrow morning. America, as the biggest economy in the world, they are still dealing with activities of crime. Only 2 weeks ago, in front of White House, They shot 2 National Guards. In Chicago alone, on an average daily, if you hear the people that are being killed, the crime rate in America is more than the crime rate in Nigeria. I'm just saying.
Okay.
So when fighting terrorism is not something you give that deadline and say it will end. Especially if you look at the Sahel, everybody is coming into Nigeria. Why are they coming? Because we are creating a revitalization of our economy. The giant in us is coming out. So both the Nigerian people, the Nigerian priests, if only they can expand the scope and the horizon of their conversation to look at the bigger picture. It is not just a case of Christian being killed or this. It is a situation that we need to come together, like the way the newly confirmed Minister of Defense said, fighting insecurity is everybody's business.
Okay, sir. So I have 2 questions that I want to ask, sir, please. Did Nigeria, as giant of Africa, do you think that we demoralized our military men and women for monetary gain, selfish gain, instead of we having the equipment to fight? You know that our military are supposed to be at the forefront of every war zone or every crime zone and all that. And so now we know that they have outdated weapons, probably maybe because of pension. I don't actually really see that they're actually really motivated to fight this war, maybe because of the weapons, the lack of weapons that we have, or maybe the pension scheme that, you know. So I just want you to talk about that one. Then I also want to ask about religious leaders. Do you think that religious leaders, they can boost or stop or curb this menace of insecurity or banditry, you know, by talking or, you know, doing their whatever it is? Because we know that some people have been brainwashed religiously. Some certain group of people has been brainwashed religiously. So do you think they too, they have a role to play in curbing insecurity in Nigeria?
So let me start with the first one. We do not have, yes, there are 1 or 2 outdated weapons. We have since, under this administration, upgraded our military and warfare weapons. You have been seeing or reporting how we procured in the past attack helicopters. We procured quite a number. But given the hydra-headed nature of the insecurity, you need to be able to expand and increase. You see, for long, the insecurity in Nigeria has always been visiting one region per time. We heard from the northeast. As at the time you had this Boko Haram in the northeast, the rest of Nigeria was not as bad as it is. Today you have in the northeast, you have in the north central, you have in the northwest. He's trying to enter southwest. There is already in the southeast. Even the United States of America cannot afford to have 75% of the region constituting that federation. You are fighting it and still say you are going to produce result tomorrow morning. So now what it means is that we need to have more weapons, more equipment, especially equipment that helps in tracking and tracing. They call it surveillance, you know, weapons. Like, for example, we do have drones. We have quite a number of them. But the kind of drone you need now, you need attack drones. Because if, for example, your surveillance weapon identify terrorists who are not stationary anyway, in a certain location, before you mobilize the forces to go there, they would have changed location. If you have advanced weapons like the attack drones, I'm talking of high-level attack drones. So it doesn't mean that
there's a mole involved. There's a mole.
No, there is a tendency. You know, there was this conversation.
For them to move.
No, generally they strike and go back. They are not occupying a territory in Nigeria. They come through the Sahel. So they come in and strike and go back. That's why warfare is changing. Warfare is changing. If you see, conventional war is a war where you know people are stationed in a place, so you go and fight them. A symmetric war is a belligerent war. It's a tactical war. They come in and embed in the society. You can't come and bomb everybody. Why was Barack Obama at the time denying us the right to buy weapons? They say violation of human rights. Because they come into the society. Look at what they are doing now. They are targeting soft targets. Schools, churches and mosques. These are soft targets. These are soft targets. Nobody fights that kind of war by coming to bomb everybody. So we need to expand intelligence.
Okay. Let me
then my second question. He has not answered my second question.
Okay, the second question. You know, you see, Nigeria is one of the largest countries with the higher number and volume of religious worshippers and people who are interested in religious activities. Because religion, expression of religion, is not one that is regulated by government. It's just like social media now. We're in television. If you say anything that is bad, NBC will call you. But somebody will stay in his bathroom with a podcast he can curse everybody and go free. In the same way, even in religion, some religious leaders are merchants. There's one that is running up and down, claiming he has the interest of Nigeria, but he has applied for asylum. If they give him visa now, you don't leave Nigeria. The congregation he says he's fighting for, he has left them. There are lots of things that you see, even from our Muslim brothers where clerics sit and they talk about vitriol and war, they don't look at the consequence. So the religious leaders are there. It now behoves on the worshippers to begin to see, as they expand their patriotic spirit, to begin to see those ones that are promoting national unity and those ones that are not. But as a government, we try not to take certain actions that will seem as if we're clamping on religious light.
So I do believe that the US, I don't support their help in any country. Yeah. No country have they helped that has looked helped. But they push narratives. There's a recent narrative sitting comfortably on our history. One man, agents of Trump again, went into a university and had a full session saying that the Sokoto Caliphate should be proscribed, a terrorist group. He also said that Sharia law should be banished. He's an American. Yeah. And I know state laws vary across America, and they run a federal system. But he's putting eye on the federal system here. What's the review of Sharia law? How has it performed, in your view, since certain states in the north have?
I was asked that question on Arise yesterday, and I made it clear. The demand by the congressmen that the government of Nigeria should use constitution and stop Sharia law and the rest is an overreach, is an encroachment, an infringement on rights, and in fact, an insult to territorial integrity. But the problem is that some of these people from the Republican Party, if they are, just like the lawmakers we have here, that you will analyze here and say that one should not have been there. Is they are there, but because the Americans, we think everything they say is sacrosanct. They feed off of...
But the narrative is sadly Nigerians, young Nigerians, do believe it.
Let me tell
That's
you
where you have a lot of work to do.
Let me tell you.
They push out... Sorry to interrupt you. The Sokoto Caliphate and the history of the people of Sokoto is something you read from primary school. A young Nigerian today hears him talk, who has lost touch with history classes, thinks, oh, now the present Sokoto Caliphate burn it down. That's the inciting. So what are you doing? There's a lot of work on you.
Let me tell you.
When such a clown, a meddlesome interloper, goes public in a foreign country where everybody say have colonial mentality and think, oh, he's white, he's superior, he has sense.
That is why you people are supposed to be clapping for me this morning. I was the first in Nigeria that said the idea behind Christian genocide was molded and created by IPOB apologists. The first time I said it, people thought I was joking. Because the report by Interfaith, Inter-Society for Civil Liberties and Human Rights, that report that Ted Cruz and the rest were relying on, that Inter-Society organization, they are apologists of IPOB. In that report, they said that there was no killing of any innocent person in the Southeast, that it is the Nigerian forces that were killing innocent people because they are Jewish. I said it that time. It is that in that report that they said there is Christian genocide, because that report refused to make it clear that the killing is across board. Then you saw the congressmen who are from the Republican side. That video you're talking of, sadly, I saw it yesterday. And I saw that white man. He was one that came to Nigeria recently. And I saw some of the people that hung around him, IPOB apologies. The same guys that have been, I was in Washington, D.C. So the same guys that have been in Washington, D.C. with their lobbies, trying to lobby for the creation of the
What are you doing exactly? What's in the media? What are you telling young Nigerians to think or see?
If I tell you, you won't believe. In the last 2 months, I have not slept more than 3 hours every night. You can see even my voice. The past 4 days I've been here, we have had, on the minimum, I think about 8 or 9 interviews. Okay. We've been doing that for the past 2 months. I don't know whether you want me to remove my shirt. Communication is going on. You see, social media, I said it yesterday. I said it. We are here to even face the bigger problem. All this thing is not. The bigger problem is the emergence of AI tools, right? Where they clone voices and clone names. And I started a podcast where I began to talk about that we need to begin to identify that, insist, and even regulate. Otherwise, time will come, as you are sitting here, as you are sitting, my sister, You will see your video showing your face, your lips, everything. You're calling for war in Nigeria. The people in those communities that don't know much would have all gone to war before they will realize that it is fake news. Do you know the people behind that? The Biafran apologists who have been the supporters of Peter Obi, who have mostly not in Nigeria, they're outside of Nigeria.
Okay, so I want to ask why allegedly how did Nigeria as a country get to this shameful level despite the past achievement of Nigeria? Then what about a lot of people Nima talk about public trust? What happened to the NIN that we cannot use it to track these people to know their whereabouts? Then I want to understand the amnesty that is being given to these terrorists. Like, can you explain it? Because a lot of people out there are upset with it.
So, you know, those people who create problem for Nigeria, I can tell you mostly are not living in Nigeria. Like, if you look at online platforms, if you run it, most of them live abroad, where the data they get is free. In an average Nigeria, when you send a message, he will say, I beg, this thing is too much, my data is not much. So we do that by countering disinformation until there's a regulation on social media. For now, you counter falsehood with your own narrative. That's why we went to America. And that's what you keep doing. Everything is not arresting people. But you ask a very important question about, we have NIN. These terrorists, most of them, the GSM that they are using, is not GSM that is registered in Nigeria. How can NIN catch them? Some of them are using Starlink. They have been asked our data center whether they will be able to track somebody that is using Starlink. You have to contact Starlink. So there are some of these dynamics, one. And then you may mention something relating to...
amnesty to...
amnesty.
Yes.
You see, I would say, this is my personal opinion. In the past, from the innocency of heart, the former administration thought, based on the advice given, that this Boko Haram, if they repent, you integrate them to society, you train them, that you should deploy them in the front lines, that they might be useful. If they actually repented, that would be the most and the potent weapon that we can use. Unfortunately, that program later was abused, and then they claim some of them to have repented. They came into the country, they were reintegrated, put in the front line, and they were giving intelligence to the Boko Haram, because the governor of my state once said that the recent attack in Borno State is attack carried out by those who claim to have repented. That program doesn't exist anymore.
Can I just ask, since you're talking about that, what you think of Sheikh Gumi? Because some people think he's a villain, some people think he's helpful. Who do you think he is in the scheme of things?
Let me add, quickly related to Moyo's question on religious leaders using their platform for influence. So Sheikh Gumi is a sheikh. He's supposed to be calling out people who are killing people for money, the people who kidnap people, and there are some people, he knows their whereabouts. He claims that innocent, he claims they have a good cause. He's not preaching to them to do things better, to dialogue. He's preaching to government to understand them. It's not using the platform. What are you doing about such a person?
Let's even know what.
So you see, the government consists of agencies of government. You can't ask somebody from the presidency to tell you about the work of INEC or the work of SSS or the work of police. And I don't even know what they are doing. If I tell you anything about that, I might be lying. But I can tell you that agencies of government are doing their job. If you are being investigated, it is not tomorrow morning somebody will talk to you until they have evidence. In terms of the personality of Sheikh Gumi, in the past, he has negotiated in an arrangement that benefited the government. But that same channel, most often than not, has also been abused, especially where he spoke in favor of the people. When people are saying we're agitating, like, for example, he has always compared them and the Niger Deltans that they were given amnesty, this we should give in. Please put the two together. The Niger Delta people were not killing people, right? And that you can talk with people who are proper agitation within the confines of the law. When people have turned themselves to terrorists, we have Terrorism Prevention Act. You can't sidestep the law. You have to apply the law frontally. But I cannot tell you what other agencies of government are doing, or they may be doing it, or they have done, or they have even contacted him. I know individuals in Nigeria that were invited by law enforcement at one time or the other. And I cannot demean the office of the president by talking about people when agencies are there to do their work. The agencies know what they do, and we expect that they will do what they have to do.
Yeah, so what's happening at our borders? Because you said that they come in, commit these atrocities, and go out. So that means there is a way that they can stop them from coming in. Why are we not, what are we doing to secure those borders, to ensure that they don't come in, commit these atrocities and go back? Because it's still ongoing. They kidnapped some people. Who hear in the news again, because right now in Nigeria, I've realized that we don't have armed robbery incidents anymore. Everybody is now a terrorist. Everybody is into kidnapping and all. So how do we, what is happening at the borders?
Yeah. So in order to find solution, we created the forest rangers. And the president recently ordered the Department of State Services to recruit more people and then have trained ones go to the forest to fight them. But let me give you a context. Nigeria, Sambisa, you know Sambisa? Sambisa is about 60,000 square kilometers, more than Belgium, more than Denmark, more than Switzerland. As a country, just Sambisa. That gives you the picture of the nature of the landmass of Nigeria. Then you come to these Sahel places. With all that Donald Trump talked about, say he was going to create a wall and stop people from Mexico. Till he finished his first time, he has not. Yeah. Even in this second time with the billions of dollars. The border is very large. But we will keep doing what we are doing, and that's the right step the president has taken. Introduce the foreign rangers, now order that more security forces be sent to the front line. We will deploy technology also that, do surveillance around the border. So have faith in government. With the limited resources that we have, we keep doing what we're doing. We are collaborating with partners, and with the spirit of the Nigerian people, we will end this terrorism. I tell you that. In 2010, when it started, some people even say Nigeria will disintegrate in 2015. We passed through it. We won't pass through this.
Okay, Honorable, we have, you remember at the time of the designation of CPC, America has said that they were going to come into our country, and take over. But since then, of course, we understand that there have been sit-down committees, Nigeria, US-led committees sitting down to talk about this. Could you tell us what the plan is concerning them coming into the country? Are we open to that? And have they come in, or when are they coming in? And what exactly are they helping us with? I remember when you were here last, we talked about how they can collaboratively work with us instead of coming in and taking over. So what are the steps now? What are we agreed upon?
Let me tell you, regarding coming in militarily, the United Nations Convention that provide the ground or circumstances by which a military force of a sovereign state can enter another sovereign territory is where, number one, the sovereign territory invited them. Number two, where there is a war between the two states. Number three, where the United Nations ordered the country to enter there. These three conditions has not existed for United States of America or anybody to bring military. We are collaborating with them on joint operations. That it will come to a point where these same forces, they can be in our soil together with our forces fighting. It's all over the world people fight. If we can even give them a base if we like. But it has to be the government of Nigeria making the decision, not any other country coming to Nigeria. They have understood that because they are not pushing that anymore. Okay. What they are talking about now is what they can give, what they can, we can do. They are expecting a doing from us before they also are going to do the giving. Then recently they start saying we are going to place visa restriction on the people we believe to be funding that. I mean, if there is somebody funding terrorism in Nigeria and America put visa restriction, why will Nigeria not be happy? Is it not part of what we are all looking?
Why haven't we named financiers? Every time we read in the papers, there is a list of financiers coming. We know the names. We constantly know the names. We are constantly waiting on the names to be named. So what's happening?
So you see, there is this hype in the media and the expectation you want just people to. We are not preparing people for African Cup of Nations or World Cup where you are about naming people. No, it's about prosecuting them. If I name her as a financier, all the people she's connecting with and discussing terrorism financing, we run away. But if we investigate her privately, we arrest her and we charge her to court. When we arrest her and we're doing it, we will catch a lot of people. Fighting intelligence war is not about optics. We can name 100 people like that and nothing will happen. Sir, have we not named Super Eagles? Are we going to the World Cup?
Sir, okay, so I might be wrong, but I also want to look at food security.
Is it a very short question because we're about to round up?
Okay, so I want to look at the food security and the economic security. Apart from the fact that we just want to curb or stop the war in entirety. If there's no job security, I'm sure it's going to lead to crime. If there is no food security, a lot of people go with hunger, and hunger also brings criminality into the country. So what is the government doing? As you are saying, okay, we want to do this fight too, but we can't be starving, we can't be dying. Your citizens cannot be dying. So what do people want to do? Because the farmers are complaining that they keep killing them. And now government has also banned foreign food, foreign goods. So what are we supposed to do when the local is not available?
So if you are tracking the metrics of the economy over the last 4 months, you have seen that in terms of food security, we have improved. That's why you see food inflation coming down. It's the indices that reflect that. Means that more people are now going to farm. It means that people are even having these food items that are high up, they are coming down. You understand? So in that area, we've dealt with it. In fact, we can escalate to healthcare, all these areas that they were attacking us in the economy.
Yes.
That's why they left the economy, they come to security.
Yes, so we're about to, we have really enjoyed you coming to join us again today and just, clarifying some of the questions that we have and our viewers have.
And thank you for summoning me to come and answer for judgment.
Yes, so ladies, thank you for your contributions. And for our viewers, we have a disclaimer. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed by our guest today, Honorable Daniel Bola, are entirely his own and do not reflect the official policy or position of this program, TVC, its management or affiliates. Any statements or assumptions made are not intended to represent the views of the host or organization. But we still thank you for expressing those and educating.
You should have added and said you have a right to remain silent because anything you say can be used in the court of law against you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining us today. And to our viewers, thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you on our Saturday Pigeon Show tomorrow. Have a lovely day.
Bye.
This was just about Ira Star and Rema now.
You day wine. It's all over my FYP, but me I don't know, Sha. Cause fake logs yakpa. And if you ask